You will regret every second you wasted. I promise you that. One day, you're going to wake up, look in the mirror, and be disgusted with the man staring back at you. Not because of who he is, but because of what he could have been. That version of you, the monster, the king, the disciplined savage, he never got built because you were too fucking soft. You had time, you had chances, and you threw them away like trash for sleep, for comfort, for fucking Netflix. You sat there knowing what you needed to do, knowing the pain of action would be temporary, but the pain of regret would last forever, and you still chose weakness. You still chose to scroll, to delay, to jerk off, to lie to yourself. I'll start Monday. Monday came and went. So did Tuesday, so did 5 fucking years. And here you are, still average, still broke, still blaming life, still sitting in the same damn room with the same damn body and the same damn insecurities because you couldn't do what needed to be done. And the worst part, you know it's your fault. Not your parents, not society, not your boss, not your genetics. It was you. You killed your own potential. You betrayed your own future. Every time you snoozed that alarm, you buried your greatness a little deeper. Every time you snoozed that alarm, you buried your greatness a little deeper. Every time you skipped that workout, every time you avoided that hard conversation, every time you said just this once, you killed another piece of your legacy. And now you've got nothing but a long list of excuses and a heart full of what ifs. Let me tell you something, if you don't wake up and start fighting now, you'll carry this regret for the rest of your fucking life. No one's coming to save you. No mentor, no friend, no lucky break. It's on you to become the man you're supposed to be. It's on you to conquer your laziness, to crush your distractions, to sacrifice your comfort and bleed for your fucking future. You want respect? Earn it. You want power? Take it. You want freedom? Fight for it. Because the world only bows to those who grind when no one's watching, who suffer in silence, who sharpen their sword every damn day while the weak make excuses. You want a different life? Then fucking build one. Don't you dare complain about the results you didn't get from the work you never did. Every man who built something worth remembering started with nothing but time, and they fucking used it. You had the same 24 hours. What did you do with yours? Cry? Sleep? Waste it on video games and sugar and porn? Or did you get the fuck up and make yourself unbreakable? You know what's scarier than pain? Regret. You know what'll destroy your soul? Looking back at the version of you that could have been a beast and realizing you never let him out of the cage. Your future kids, your legacy, your last name, they all depend on what you do today. Stop fucking around. Stop waiting. You don't need motivation. You need discipline. You don't need a sign. You need to suffer. Grind like you're dying because you are. Every second you're closer to death. Stop wasting this gift. Turn the pain into power. Turn the suffering into strength. Or die a coward who ran from greatness because the path was too hard. The clock is ticking. What the fuck are you doing about it? Every single day you wake up and choose comfort over pain, distraction over discipline, weakness over war, you're signing a contract with regret. A contract that guarantees you'll look back one day and hate yourself for what you didn't do. You'll remember the moments you had the chance to build something, to grind, to push, and you fucking wasted them scrolling on your phone, lying in bed, waiting for motivation. Let me break the truth to you because nobody else has the balls to. Time doesn't give a fuck about your feelings. It doesn't care if you're tired. It doesn't care if your mental health is off. It doesn't care if you've been through some shit. The world is moving forward and every second you waste staying stuck is another second that someone else is getting ahead, building the empire you were too soft to construct. You don't get these years back. You don't get to rewind when you realize you wasted your 20s or your 30s jerking off to porn, numbing yourself with dopamine, making excuses for why you're average. You think you'll start tomorrow? You said that yesterday. You've said that every week for the last 5 fucking years. And guess what? Tomorrow isn't coming to save you, is the version of you that's been buried underneath your own laziness, fear, and comfort. And that version of you is dying every time you hit snooze. You know what discipline is? It's pain. It's dragging yourself out of bed when every part of you screams to stay. It's showing up when you feel like shit. It's putting in the reps when there's no applause, no reward, no dopamine. But you do it because you're chasing something bigger than a quick hit of pleasure. You're chasing freedom, legacy, power, respect. And none of that comes easy. You have to fucking suffer. You have to bleed. You have to go to war with the voice in your head that tells you to relax, to chill, to take it easy. That voice is a liar. That voice wants you to be average. That voice is your enemy. The pain of discipline is sharp, but it makes you stronger. The pain of regret, that shit is slow, corrosive, and eternal. It'll haunt you at 3 a.m. when you realize your life is half over and you've built nothing. It'll crawl into your soul when you see others succeed and you know deep down you could have been more, but you were too much of a coward to chase it. One day, you'll beg for another chance and time will laugh in your face. That's why you grind now. That's why you suffer now. Because suffering now means freedom later. You've got to learn to love the pain, love the struggle, embrace the process. Because that's what makes you a man. The world respects results, not intentions. No one's going to clap for you trying. No one gives a fuck about your potential. You either execute or you don't. You either rise or you rot. So next time you feel like relaxing, ask yourself, is this moment worth the regret I'll carry for the rest of my life? Is this comfort worth dying to nobody? You have one shot at this, one life, one name. You either become a warrior who dominates, who fights through pain, rejection, failure, and fucking earns his place at the top, or you become just another ghost who lived soft and died forgotten. Make the choice now before time makes it for you. You will fucking regret every second you wasted. Not now, not tomorrow, but one day when the silence hits you, when you're alone with nothing but your thoughts, you're going to realize that time was your only currency, and you pissed it away like it was infinite. You're going to look back at all the hours you spent being lazy, overthinking, doubting yourself, waiting for the perfect moment that never came, and it will burn you alive. Regret isn't pain, it's poison. It seeps into your soul and eats away at you piece by piece until you can't even recognize the man you could have been. You had the strength to become something, a machine, a king, a disciplined fucking savage, but you chose comfort. You chose pleasure. You chose the easy route, and now all that's left is weakness. Let that sink in. You had the power, you had the time, you had every fucking tool, and you chose not to use them. You betrayed yourself. You chose to scroll instead of build, to sleep instead of train, to bitch and cry instead of rise and grind. You chose to break your own heart by not becoming what you knew deep down you could have been. And now what? You look in the mirror and try to convince yourself that it's not your fault? That life did this to you? Bullshit. You did this. Your inaction did this. Your fear did this. Your excuses became your chains, and now you wear them like a fucking crown. You ever wonder why you're not respected, not admired, not envied? It's because you haven't earned it. Respect isn't given, it's fucking taken by those who are willing to suffer, to bleed, to sacrifice sleep, comfort, friends, distractions, all of it. You want to be remembered? Then you better be ready to fucking grind when no one's clapping. You better be ready to put in work when no one gives a fuck. You better be ready to love the pain, to love the struggle, to smile while you're bleeding, because that's what separates legends from losers. Pain is the fucking toll. It's the price of greatness. You want to build something real? Then embrace the suffering. Take the hits. Get up again and again and again until life breaks before you do, because that's the only way. There's no shortcut, no cheat code, just war. Every day, against the version of you that wants to stay weak. And if you lose that war, even for one day, the clock ticks faster and regret grows louder. There is no peace for the man who knows he could have been more and chose to be less. There is no mercy for the man who knows he could have been more and chose to be less. There is no mercy for the man who let fear dictate his destiny. But if you wake up, if you commit, if you train your mind to love the hardship, then regret will never touch you. You'll stand at the top, bloodied, bruised, but victorious. You'll know every scar was worth it. You'll know you earned your respect, your freedom, your fucking throne. And when they ask how you did it, you'll say, I stopped wasting time. I stopped making excuses. I stopped being a fucking coward. I chose pain over pleasure, discipline over desire, purpose over peace. I became the man I was born to be, no matter what it fucking cost. And that's why I win. Every man has two lives, and the second starts the moment he realizes he only has one. But for most of you, that realization comes too fucking late. You waste your time like it's infinite, like it grows on trees, like you're guaranteed tomorrow. You sit around numbing your brain with distractions, fucking dopamine hits, junk food, porn, empty conversations, lies you tell yourself to stay comfortable. And then you wonder why you're depressed, broke, weak, invisible. You keep saying one day like that day is going to announce itself, but it won't. No one is coming to save you. Not your parents, not your friends, not your girl, not God, because Allah gave you time and strength and free will, and you chose to throw that shit away. You chose weakness over discipline. You chose ease over suffering. You chose silence when you should have roared. And now you carry regret like a chain around your neck. You feel that weight every time you scroll through someone else's success and ask yourself why it's not you. It's not you because you never fought for it. You never gave everything. You kept half-assing life, showing up at 60%, quitting every time it got uncomfortable, and expecting full results. You think confidence comes from comfort? Confidence is born in the fucking trenches. In the gym when you're sore, in business when you're broke, in life when no one believes in you and you grind anyway. It's built in silence, earned in pain, fed through failure. Every time you choose to keep going when it fucking hurts, every time you sacrifice sleep to build something, every time you get up when life knocks you down. That's when confidence is forged, not from affirmations, not from compliments, from fucking action, from choosing to fight. You don't get to walk around like a lion if you're living like a sheep. You want power? Then suffer for it. You want success? Then bleed for it. Stop being scared of pain. Learn to love it. Learn to smile while everything around you burns, because that's how warriors are made. Pain is not the enemy. Regret is. Pain shapes you. Regret destroys you. The pain you feel in discipline is temporary, but the regret of being average, of knowing you could have been great but chose to be weak, that shit lasts forever. You'll carry it into your old age, into your grave, and no one will cry for you. The world doesn't mourn men who never tried. You want respect? Then take it. You want success? Then earn it. Fight every fucking day like your life depends on it, because it does. You've got one shot, one life, one chance to become the man people remember. And every time you skip the hard path, every time you ignore your potential, you spit on that chance. You kill the legend inside you. But here's the thing, as long as you're still breathing, it's not too late. Today can be the day you stop fucking around and start taking this life seriously. Today can be the day you break the chains of distraction, of laziness, of fear. Today can be the start of your war, the war against every wasted second, every excuse, every voice that told you to quit. So fight, suffer, rise, again and again and again, until there's nothing left to break, until your name means something, until you die with scars, not regrets, because that's the only way to live like a man. You want to know what hell looks like? It's not fire, it's not torture, it's waking up one day, looking in the mirror, and realizing you've wasted your entire fucking life. You had the potential, you had the time, you had the strength, but you traded all of it for comfort. You chose video games, porn, sleeping in, making excuses, chasing quick dopamine and easy highs over building yourself into something unbreakable. You thought you had forever, but the clock didn't give a fuck about your laziness. You thought success would just fall into your lap because deep down you're special, right? But you're not. You're not entitled to anything. The world doesn't owe you shit. There are men out there right now bleeding, grinding, sacrificing, doing whatever it takes while you're sitting around talking about your goals. Let me tell you something. Goals mean nothing without pain. Dreams are nothing but hallucinations if you're not willing to fucking suffer for them. Every second you waste is a betrayal to the man you could have become. Regret is the real punishment, knowing you could have been great, but you didn't fucking try. You'll remember every time you chose to sleep instead of wake up at 5 a.m. You'll feel it in your bones when you're 60, broke, irrelevant, and invisible, and by then, it's too late. The world doesn't wait. You either move or you rot. Discipline is the separator. It's not talent. It's not luck. It's the man who wakes up when he doesn't feel like it. It's the man who trains when his muscles are torn. It's the man who takes loss and turns it into fire. You think I'm confident because I've been through fucking war and I'm still standing. I've lost friends, money, time, and I'd lose it all again if it meant keeping the fire inside me alive. Pain. I love that shit. It molds me. It carves the weakness out of me. Every struggle, every sacrifice, every rejection, every heartbreak, I take it all, eat it raw, and turn it into fuel. That's how you build confidence. That's how you dominate.